the tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The Packers had 10-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So third down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And, see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. That would complete to Scarano. And he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Here we go now on first and goal. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here in Lambeau. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On play action, now Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
26.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Now it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford complete. Jefferson the target. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, 626.
To throw is Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
32. Easy.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw, Stafford. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give for Henderson running to the right. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Henderson, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the the 29. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Go to 50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 300.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Well, he's got 2 already, nearly a 3rd, but not to be, and it's 4th down.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, They can add to the lead with a good drive here.
53. Omaha, ready to move. Hey.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball is thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
22.
Henderson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Eluding the pressure right. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's a first down with a cherry on top. Yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Room here to run. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
26. Hey, 88.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Second down at 7.
22. Hey.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And this one is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Troy Hill picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Now Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hey, 626. Inside.
Rodgers now to throw. Able to find Lazard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Rodgers pass complete to Allen Lazard. A big gain on the play.
They'll go with Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Stafford going to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Rams, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get it.